I'm
clicked
working.
the wrong one. Okay.
I'm working.
Sorry, clicked
Hey,
the wrong button.
I'm working, guys. How you doing? I'll do that all over again. It's John here at the Acoustic Shop, New Guitar Thursday. Like I said, going to talk about some Furch guitars. Going to talk about some Boucher guitars that made their way into here. I can't open them because they're too cold. Lots of stuff. Again, if you have stuff you guys want to talk about that I don't have right now, let me know, and we can answer questions all day. We do have Trent, like I said before, on mic. He's got a mic on him. Yep. Say hi, Trent.
I'm here.
All right, he's here. And Janelle is also here right now. She can say hi, too.
Hi, too.
All right. There you go. Janelle's here to monitor comments. Let us know what you guys are wanting to talk about. Like I was just saying, if you have any questions or anything, put them in there in the comments. We'll try to get through all of those. Again, tell us where you guys are watching from right now. We'd love to know that, as well as make sure you guys hit the like button, the thumbs up, whatever it is, as well as sharing it. Sharing it is one of those things that is really beneficial to us because it tells other people, hey, I think this is important. People think it's important, so maybe somebody else does. So anyway, Janelle, anything important happening out in the intranet?
In the intranet?
In the intronets.
We don't have any questions or anything yet.
No nets of intro happening
Everyone
right
did
now?
let me know very quickly that we did not have sound, so thank you for that. Still a touch quiet. Okay, I'll turn you up a little more.
All right, blast them. Blast them with all of my awesomeness.
Okay, how's that sound?
I hope that's good, guys. If it's good, let us know. Again, lots of really cool stuff in here today. I've been playing a lot of guitars.
We do have a question.
Oh, question.
Any little Janes today?
Guess what? There's a Furch Little Jane right here. These have not quite got yet received. And I'm going to tell you a funny story about this. Those guys over at Furch, there's two guys running that down there. They're doing everything old school. So they ship the guitar out. Then like days later, they ship us an invoice. So even though I'm going to open these up, I don't know that I'll be able to sell them today, but we can reserve them. We can put you in for a special order on either one if you want to reserve it. But they use snail mail, and we're like, can you email that to us? And they're like, we do it the old-fashioned way.
Oh no, COVID here. That's not good.
Who's got COVID?
Someone in the comments. Divided by Time Studios.
Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, I wonder how many people. I know it's got to be the case right now that less people are probably registering as having COVID positive, so they just treat it more like a cold, more like a something like that. That's my assumption. So you may not even know. I wonder if it's bad. Is anybody feeling sick when they're actually COVID positive now?
I felt really bad when I had it, but I also had strep at the same time.
Was this back in like the original strain stuff, or
this
like
was
recently?
Like 2022, so
Yeah.
right in the middle.
All right. Well, there you go. I only tested positive once. I'm not going to say I probably, at the very beginning of it, I could have positive. Anyway, nobody cares. Do you guys care about that? What do they want to talk about?
They want to know when we're leaving for sunny California.
All right. So NAMM is coming up. The NAMM show is here. We got all kinds of stuff. Again, some cool stuff. Chapmans are playing with Jens Kruger, 2 shows. One of them is going to be their big breakfast session, which is where they force everybody to watch us because people want free breakfast, and that's the only way they can do it is to sit through us performing. That's how that's going to work. So we're going to be playing there, but we leave a week from this coming Tuesday. Yeah,
that soon?
a week from, yeah, it is.
Whoa.
Really. Are you ready for it?
I don't know.
It's like, I think it's like the 23rd or something of that nature. I think that's
It
right.
might be that late in the month yet. We just started it.
Yeah, I think it's so. It's like a week from this coming Tuesday. Anyway, so yeah, we'll be headed out there. It's going to be a good time. We'll get there Tuesday night, start stuff on Wednesday. It's going to be a jam-packed session. Lots of cool stuff. Looking forward to checking out this new Martin guitar with the weird bracing and all this kind of cool stuff. I'm kind of excited about that too. So.
We do have some questions.
Go
What's a
ahead.
good acoustic electric under 500?
Acoustic electric under 500. We still like a lot of the Breedlove stuff. I think there is a Breedlove Pursuit that falls under that price point. Like that a lot. Also, it's just over that. I like the AC 122. What is in the Yamaha line right now with a pickup system? No, those are going to put us over that mark with the acoustic electric that I have in stock right now. Those are probably 2 off the top of my head at that price point. Those are probably the 2 things that I would probably prefer. That puts you a little over the 122 but I do know that I'm pretty sure there's a Pursuit that falls underneath that.
Someone also wants to know about that resonator behind you. I'm guessing maybe in the one on the stand?
This one, I'm assuming, is what you're thinking of. This is the Phil Ledbetter model. There is a cosmetic blemish on this, so we're going to be adjusting the price on this. But this is the Phil Ledbetter one. If you're curious about it, again, give us a call, 417-720-1223. Great guitar. Actually, my favorite intermediate level square neck resonator guitar out there. I love that Phil Ledbetter model by Recording King.
Do you still need to let guitars acclimate temperature-wise?
So yes, and I'm going to tell you purely, this is absolute truth. We're looking at trying to do a test on this. We're going to get blasted with cold weather, guys. I don't know if you guys know this or not. We're supposed to get a high of like 8 degrees on Sunday. Yeah, negative 6, something. Anyway, it's going to hold Sunday all the way through Monday, start warming up all the way to like, 18 degrees on Tuesday, which will be wonderful, balmy. So we're going to work some tests, and we're looking at some guitars, but I don't want to blow up anything. That said, we got 2 extremely sought after that I want to show you guys for New Guitar Thursday Bouchers that came in. I'm not comfortable with it. But I will tell you what came in, because I did take a snapshot of the labels for the ones that came in. So give me 1 second here to pull this up. All right, so one of them is pre-sold and has already been, it was an ordered custom guitar. It's a PS SG, so private stock, SG 162. So that should be a Dreadnought, I believe. I think that's a Dreadnought in the new, anyway, Maple Ends. Then we have this new Grand Reserve SG 161T. This is an OM body shape, thermo-cured. This is the new Maple ones that JP Cormier, if you guys have been following his channel, he went nuts. There's a Dread, there's a Jumbo, and an OM available. The OM we have, it is a thermo-cured, all-thermo guitar. It's super, super cool. I'm looking forward to checking it out because, man, if it's anything like the way JP talks about it, it's pretty darn amazing. You can check out those reviews, and then we'll obviously try to get one done as well. So it was so cold out. It just arrived today about 4 hours ago, we're saying 3 hours, something like
I think
that.
it's more like 2.
2. Well, there's an argument, in case you didn't know. Janelle was part of that argument, so she's going to get her. No, I'm just kidding.
I signed for it.
You signed for it, so you know where it is. All right. Either way, was not comfortable at all with opening those boxes. It definitely makes a difference. Just in that, what's going to happen is cold to warm, it's going to have a expansion and contraction that is going to be detrimental to that guitar. I'm just talking about the temperature alone. So letting it acclimate for 24 hours ensures that you have that to slowly rise without big changes really, really fast. It's important. And humidity changes as well. That's why our Dreadnought program is so awesome. We have a digital tool inside the guitar case that's going to tell you, is it safe to open it up? Yes, it is. So open it up. Have fun. Or no, don't do it. So anyway, does that answer that, you think?
I think that answers that.
Good. Do we want to open this guitar right here and see what's happening?
I see a couple comments about the Little
All right.
Jane asking about your feedback on it, so if you want to start with that.
Start with the Little Jane then. All right, I think these are really, really cool guitars. They are now shipping, by the way, in 2 pieces. That's the neck that's there. So give me a minute to work my way through all this tape and bubble wrap, and we'll get to it. Blah, blah, da, da, dee. If you've got questions while I'm doing all this, you just let me know.
Do you carry Northfield mandolins?
We do not carry Northfield, and not because we don't want to. Again, as with all these brands that we are not able to get in here, I think they'd be perfect to fit in here, Northfield would, but they just have not decided that they would like to work with us. So if you're interested in Northfield, want to see more reviews especially, contact those guys. Contact Northfield Mandolins. Their website's really easily to find. Let them know that you'd like to see it at the Acoustic Shop. They are like, well, there's already enough people covering our mandolins. And I'm like, but there's people who don't know about your mandolins yet. And anyway, so yeah, we'd love to see Northfield. All right, this is the Little Jane in body shape here. I'm going to use this chair as our run here. By the way, we got Rockin' Stocks back in stock, the ultimate practice stools, in all the colors, I think, except for tan. The body of this guitar is in this just backpack. By the way, it's a backpack strapped case here. And Is he wanting his jacket back? He can't have it. Look at that. So careful, it doesn't want to let anything go. All right, little Jane. Inside here, do you have that neck already opened up? No, I'm gonna have to open up some more bubble wrap before I do this. All right, guys, stick with me, hold with me, hold with me.
Andrea,
right.
Boyle, you can't just tell us you're making cookies and not tell us what kind of cookies.
Who's making cookies?
Andrea Boyle.
I like cookies.
Everyone's
what?
asking what kind of cookies.
You know what my favorite cookies are? But they have to be certain ones. I like sugar cookies with the royal icing, but it has to be firm royal icing. It cannot be the soft stuff. It's just got to be like candy.
I made some sugar cookies the other day. I didn't have royal icing on
Did
them.
they have candy like?
I mean, you decorated one.
I did, but those were soft. That was
They were
soft. I want it to be like firm frosting on them.
I have a very controversial opinion about my favorite cookies.
All right, you can
I really
have
like
that if you
oatmeal
want.
raisin.
Oh, that is very controversial. I like oatmeal raisin. I am not against it. It's not my favorite, but I get it. All right, so here's how this works. Strings are already attached to the headstock. Neck is here. We're going to put the pins in this neck joint right there. We now have a solid neck here. We're going to slide this, oh, there goes the bag, into that socket right there. Again, we're going to lift this buckle. Buckle's going to go, I'm going to do it. This is the first time. Always harder on the first try. So we got that now latched in. I'm going to push back on the neck and lock it into place. Now here's what's cool. This is already at full tension, so I'm not sure it's going to be perfectly in tune, but it's going to be pretty darn close because it stays there. It's a laminate sides and back, I believe, solid wood top. These are all locked down a little bit too tight. Oh, they should be locked to ball bearing, right? I'll get it right.
While you're tuning, do they make the Breedlove Pursuit left-handed?
Say that one more time.
Do they make the Breedlove Pursuit left-handed?
They do, I believe. There's different guitars in that series, the Pursuit series. I think you can get all three different body shapes. You can get the concert, the concertina, and the concerto. I think you can even get their smaller scale guitar too.
What's your thoughts on the Fishman Matrix Infinity pickup?
The Fishman Infinity has been like a standard pickup forever. It is a great pickup. It's been like the sound that everybody's kind of gone with. A little bit brittle for me. I tend to prefer the LR bag sound. Ultimately, I like the K&K, but so that's my opinion. Fantastic pickup, by the way. Just not quite my pickup for all idea. Every pickup has a great place to do it, a use. Yeah, thank you, Trent.
Do the strings on that get changed like a regular guitar?
Exactly. They have locking tuners, so they lock the string in place so they don't slide out, and you can kind of just, run it that way. But it's standard, I believe, light gauge strings on this. This one seems to have a cedar top on it, the sapele back and sides. Again, this neck now stores inside this little cubby hole. So you take that headstock off, the actual neck, once it's pulled off of there, will store inside this pocket. There's a little space inside there, and it'll keep it there. And then everything will fit down inside this case, which is fantastic. So now you can just kind of go motorcycle off or whatever with the Furch Little Jane. Super cool guitar. We hardly ever get to keep these in stock. When they come in, they pretty well disappear right after. So we've sold a lot of them through the years. So
It'll probably be gone in a day or two.
it'll probably be gone, yeah. They love the Little Jane. I mean, people asking about it before they even knew what we had. So, yep, there you go. You guys, I'm not going to get in trouble for this. She knows that I'm live, but I am not going to cancel out on her, so give me 2 seconds. I'm letting you know I'm live right now, and I'm not going to hang up on you. So, all right? Okay. Anything you need immediately, but I am live. All right, we'll do that. Thank you. All right, guys, I'm in the middle of finishing up a new house build, and I guess they are wanting to know about some detail that I have not had a chance to look at or know anything about, and they're not going to rush me because it's New Guitar Thursday, and we're going to talk about what I want to talk about, which is new guitars. So those house people can wait. That's all there is to it.
How much are the little Janes?
A lot. Honestly, I don't know. They're not bad. This is that deal. They haven't given us our price list or our invoice for it. So I cannot give you that definitive answer. I know that they just had a price increase for 24. So give me 3 days, 2 days, hopefully with their snail mail attack. Go ahead. You got an idea?
I have a question. Are we going to get a new house Thursday?
You're not getting a new house Thursday.
What?
I'm not getting a new house Thursday. Oh, you mean as far as a show called New House Thursday?
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool, wouldn't it? Nobody wants to hear about my house. Yeah, we could put that on HGTV. They would definitely carry that show. Anyway, all right, I got another cool guitar that I do want to show you. These, by the way, were sitting, have acclimated, have been around for a little bit. Who's nervous that I'm going to step on that guitar? Anybody?
Yeah, a little bit.
All right, cool. I'll stay further forward so we don't do that. All right, this one's another one that was really, really cool that we've had in stock before. And again, I don't have the price for this because they've changed the price. Guys at Furch, come on. Emails. It's a real thing now. Just to send the invoice after you sent the guitar and the guitar arrives like 4 days before the invoice does. That's silly, right? Am I wrong in thinking that's silly? I guess not. Or I guess I am. I don't know. Anyway, this is a blue Baritone from Furch. We did a review on this years ago. It was a whole bunch of fun to actually play. This one does have the walnut back and sides, which I like a lot on the Baritone. Gains some of the definition back of that big body in a Baritone tuning. So, let's see if that's going to hold. Nope, it's not. Let's see how close this one's to being in tune. My guess is this is down lower than standard tuning, so I'm like at a super baritone level right now. So yes.
I had to scroll back to find this, but I remembered seeing it. Is Boucher going to be at NAMM? If so, can you film in their booth?
Boucher is not going to be at the NAMM show. They are up in Canada trying to get their stuff together. So they used to come to the NAMM show. That's where I actually was introduced to them, and the first time when we started our relationship with Boucher. So they have been there in the past, but they're not going to be there in this year. But
You carry Orangewood guitars.
we do not carry Orangewood. Did you say would we carry it or do we
Do
carry it?
we?
We do not. That one's one. I'm not so familiar. I think the only person I know that I've seen any experience with those guitars is Jeremy Shepard, and I know he's got some connection with them. I honestly have never even seen one in real life. Just saw the ones that have been put on by his channel. So that's my full experience with Orangewood guitars. So.
What are your thoughts on the Cat Eyes Capos compared to Elliott?
Right. Thoughts on Cat Eyes versus Elliott's? I think they're great. The Cat Eyes Capos are a really good alternative. There is a different level to them. I mean, the polish, fit, and finish of an Elliott Capo is a step above, but I think a really good functional second place for me. I would definitely probably have one. I don't have one yet. They keep selling so fast. We got more coming though, right, Tyler?
Waiting on your approval to put in that order.
Waiting on my approval to put in an order is what Tyler says. So maybe we'll have more. I know that you bought one. Corey's got one. He's got two of them. That's how Tyler was the one that connected us with them. It is a stainless steel capo. I think it's a great design. Like I said, it's just not as refined as the Elliott's in my opinion. Still a great functional capo. Has a lot of the same sort of features. Very slim profile. So that's my opinion. It saves you almost, what, $100? 110, something like that. So yeah, that's a really good option out there. I really do think so. If you're looking for the ultimate though, I'd probably still lean on the Elliott's.
Jerry would like to have a dreadnought with a walnut back and sides and a spruce top.
From Boucher, I'm assuming?
Probably, since that's what we were
That
talking
was what
about.
we were talking about, yeah. It can be done. I know that. I know they're procuring some really cool walnut stuff. Corey right now is showing off this walnut one. This is the E22 SSV varnish guitar. It's varnish finished with a walnut back and sides Adirondack spruce top. And a slope shoulder. Good job, Corey. That looks great. I like your demonstration skills. Those are fantastic.
We have someone wondering, what is your favorite meal?
What is my favorite meal? Jeez, I don't know. That's not my favorite. Taco Bell is not my favorite meal. Portillo's is probably my favorite. If I was going to go out and eat somewhere and be like, I like this a lot. Portillo's, Chicago. I don't know. There's other things, though. What I'm really wanting, I like Lambert's pretty well every once in a while, y'all. That's pretty fantastic. But if you want to know what my ultimate, I like to smoke meats. I love to grill and do that stuff. So I love doing that, and a really good steak or a brisket. Brisket, oh my goodness. I'd eat brisket all day long. That's probably my favorite.
There's somebody wanting to Corey to play that guitar left-handed.
Corey, are you
see
going to
that one I
play?
posted today?
I haven't got to see it yet. Corey, they want to see you play that guitar left-handed. Can you do it? No, he says.
Try though.
All right, let's see what we got here. I'm going to take my mic off, and you'll hear some bumbling and moving. All right, go ahead, Corey. Good job. That was perfect. We do have a FERC price list? All right. So it's coming in. Emily, if she sees that in there, you can let me, or if you see the new price list, let us know. All right. They're looking up the Little Jane. Looks like with a cedar top is the one we have. They want to know price on that one, as well as this FERC Baritone Blue Walnut Gig Bag. So he's still going with this lefty.
Oh, they went the blue
Yeah,
chip.
I went the blue chip. I'm gonna see if I can do it, just to see if I can outscore good old Corey.
I'm so bad.
You know where I was okay with, if I could do a lefty playing. Almost got it. Oh, what? I don't know why I'm doing this. I have no idea why I even did that. I'm sorry, all you internet people out there. That was absolutely atrocious. But, hey, speaking of Elliott capos, guess what? We were just told today, I just saw an email, is this right, guys? Correct me if I'm wrong, that there is a batch that is in production and almost finishing up of the standard models. So all of the elites, what else is in the standards right now? The integrities and twists.
We have a couple special order cases.
And some special orders.
But Scott said next week.
Scott says next week. All right, so we should be seeing that. And then we'll be following that with a McKinney order a few weeks behind that, if I remember right. So we got some more stuff that'll be in here. We're going to kind of see what sell-through is. They're starting to catch up a little bit better on the Elliott Capo stuff, but we're going to try to keep in some of the more out-of-the-norm radiuses and nut widths. So.
What about a cat-eye banjo or cat-eye capo for a banjo or a tenor?
Would be a great one. We have banjo ones in stock, I think, still. We got one Cat Eyes banjo capo in stock right now. So yeah, definitely doable. I would definitely not worry about having that. here's going to be an interesting thing. Guys, we told you the weather's coming in super cold. I've got another shipment of Eastman stuff, including some of the dreads that we're missing, some the E1 specials. I have the OM, the OMCEs, and I think even a dread or two, and some other stuff too. I think an E10D TCs come in, and I don't remember, some mandolins, all kinds of stuff. That'll be coming, but it's going to arrive, according to tracking, on Monday. Super cold. Again, we are not going to do a box opening on Monday, even though it'll arrive then, because we do not want to watch those instruments explode. So, yeah, we're not going to do that.
Do you have some questions?
Yeah.
For one, we have somebody saying we need to have a wrong-handed G-run contest, which I agree with.
I will win that one.
We have somebody wondering, what's your favorite bluegrass artist?
Geez, there's so many out there. I mean, if you got to listen to some Tony Rice stuff, I'm a huge Alison Krauss fan. I could go on and on, you guys. That's not a bluegrass artist, but Leanne Womack's one of my all-time favorite female vocalists. I mean, I'm just nuts over it. There's so many out there. Rhonda and gosh, I can go on. So don't nail me. Don't nail me down to one. I got bunches of them.
Do you guys ship to Canada for free? I know I'll have to cover the duties and customs, just wondering about the shipping costs.
We cannot cover it for free, but we do. Here's what we do. There is an expense in every single time we ship out, by the way. Even though it says free shipping, on average, every time we ship a guitar, it is roughly around $50 to $60. So we average that out, and that's what we plan on. Now, we'll take that money that we would normally do, and we subtract that from what the cost will be to get it up to Canada. We've done enough that we've lowered our costs, because some of you guys will know if you go to UPS store, they can charge you up to $100 to $150, depending on what guitar you're doing in just shipping. We've got ours lowered enough that it averages around $50 to $60. So that's how we kind of plan that to come out. And that's also the reason why, as of right now, and again, we'll see how this goes, when you do that return process that we have, normally 14 days, but we do have that Dreadnought program now that's up to 30 days to try it in your house. If you decide it doesn't work, the only thing that you will have to cover are the shipping fees, because we have to do the shipping back to us, as well as that $50 out to you. And again, if we did that all the time, we would be out of business with as many people. If there's a ton of people that get $50 and we eat $100 every time that they don't want to try out a guitar or don't want to keep a guitar, that would put us out. So there's what that's all about.
We are being told that Rhonda is selling one of her mandolins if Jeremy is looking for a deal. I actually did
I have
say
a
that
trick
to
to this. I've seen it many times. That's not Rhonda's mandolin. I'm almost certain of it. I am certain that is Zach's mandolin. Zach has been touring with that mandolin when he was in another band before this, but Rhonda's helping him sell it. So those of you, she did play it on the Opry, so I do give you that. But if it was personally owned, it'd be by Zach, and a good reason, because Zach, I know, is about to pick up some vintage instruments, and I think he needed to liquidate a few things in order to pay for said vintage instruments. So there you go.
Called him out?
Yeah, I called him out. Jeez, I'm sorry, Zach. I probably shouldn't have done that. Now that I think about it. Whoopsies. Anyway, no, it should be fine. She didn't say it's her personal mandolin. I've read that listing. It just says that she played it on the Opry, and she will show you the photo of her playing it on the Opry. Yeah.
There's someone saying the dude who paints your stickers is a good artist.
Dude who paints our stickers? We have the one that's a graphic artist. You did the
make
drawings
some
of the farmhouse
Which one should I
bluegrass
grab?
band. Well, she's got them over there. Go ahead and show those, Trent. Janelle did all of those drawings.
I don't know if you'll be able to see it. The sun's really bright right now. Yeah, you can see him. Kinda. Not the pig.
It'll work. Yeah, so we have that in a whole set, or you can buy those stickers individually, but Janelle did all that artwork on there. So that's pretty awesome. Yeah, pretty cool thing. What else is coming in? I'm trying to think here. I know we said we got the McKennies and the Elliott Capos in the near future, Eastman. We do have a new Loar mandolin. This is their top of the line. I had a lot of people asking me about this. This is the LM700. This one does come with case and is their top of the line. Again, I don't know what the price point is, and as you see, this is brand new. We haven't even gone and inspected this, so this may be interesting. I don't know. We'll find out very soon. It does have a very powerful inlay type, and I don't think it's actually inlaid. I believe this is a sticker style inlay. I could be wrong. It could be inlaid. Sometimes these companies, when they have these elaborate ones, will kind of use a decal for their ones. This has been, it looks like Henry did the inspection on this mandolin. It does have the paper in here to keep it safe from the strings safe, but this is their full top-of-the-line mandolin.
A couple questions.
Mhm.
Do you know the
Gold-plated
bluegrass
hardware?
gospel artist Carl's story?
I know of Carl Story. I don't think he's around anymore. Carl Story, this was like, I think his heyday was right in the late 60s, if I remember right, Carl Story. But yes, listen to that stuff quite a bit when I was younger.
And are Loar still making guitars?
They are, only in arch tops. You guys don't want to hear me try to tune this thing up to full pitch today. But this is a nicely finished mandolin, supposedly all hand carved. All the fixings on here, it does have the nice gold-plated finishes, a lot more figured maple back on here, and does come with a hard shell case. So I think I've got 2 of these in stock. They'll go through inspection this week, and we'll be able to kind of tell you even more. Because again, if I try to get that tuned up today, we're gonna sit there for a while. It's not gonna be pretty. I can almost guarantee that.
Is Eastman still doing varnish acoustics like the E20 SSV?
The E20 SSV has been discontinued, everybody. I know somebody put that in one of our comments. They do make the E22 SSV and the E10 SSV. In fact, I'm almost positive there's an E10 00 SSV that will make its way into us on that shipment that is on its way right now. So, yeah, check on that one. I think there's an E10 SSV, also a standard maybe on that order.
And
I'm not positive.
What kind of arch tops?
They make various different arch tops, small body arch tops, guitars. That's it. I don't know their models well enough. I'll be honest, I don't think that's something that we will be stocking as of right now. It's not our strong suit, so we'll work our way in towards that stuff into the future. Any other comments, questions, things
Not
going on?
at the moment. I
All
don't
right.
believe.
So many cool things that are making their way into the shop. Again, getting ready for this super cold wave. We may be seeing massive snow. Are you ready for snow tomorrow, Trent?
Hope so.
You hope so? Did we talk about that? We have not talked about that. That's a good one. I should talk about that before we go. Guys, the ToneDexter is back. The original design had to be put out due to COVID. Literally was put out due to COVID. And they couldn't procure the right microchip circuits. So they now have got this in a whole new form factor. There's very few dealers that have it. It is now a color screen, has a lot of updated parts. It is a little more expensive than it used to be. These are now $5.99. But in the IR game, I know the original one. I haven't got to play with the new one yet. But this was a step above all of them. Easier to set up, easier to run, and have way more features. And from what I'm told, way more features now. I mean, just in that color screen I'm looking, what's here, there's more things available to you to be able to kind of work your way through. Boost is already built in, a nice tuner, mute, and it's a full DI. Easy to run because it runs a mic preamp to be able to build your impulse responses. This is probably going to be one of my favorite pieces of gear, especially if I was touring. I would probably definitely have one of these. Probably definitely have one. How about you? Tyler, are you on this one? I know you have the original.
I'm probably going to switch to the new one.
Probably going to switch to the new one. So there you go, right there. The new ToneDexter 2, now available here at the shop. If you're looking for a ToneDexter, this is your option right here. So anyway, if there are no other comments and questions, I've enjoyed hanging out with you guys this afternoon. I'm going to go find out what my wife and the house builders have come up with. We don't have a house until end of May, beginning of June, yet there's some sort of emergency that needs my attention right now. So I don't know what it is. It's probably nothing important at all. So anyway, thank you all so much for joining me. Join us again next week for Takeover Tuesday, as well as some cool videos getting released this weekend. If you saw anything on the video that you'd like more information about, give us a call, 417-720-1223. I know that one Boucher is still available. It's going to be a great guitar, so we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye. Adios.